Alright. Hello. Do... Alright, we are here today taking a look at a little banger that I'm pretty sure will be a treat as well to all of the Remnant From The Ashes fans out there, which is a game that if you're not familiar with, I did cover, I believe, on the channel maybe a year or two back when it first released. I have a really terrible concept of time, but I know we covered it. Really, really fun game. A lot of people like to call it Dark Souls with guns, and you know, it's just one of those things nowadays, you know? Any sort of difficult action-adventure, RPG type of game, it's a Soulslike. However, I also find this to have a bit of a fable-like of influence to it because in this game, you actually age when you die. Now, when you start reaching adulthood, you start getting stronger, faster, more agile, you know, your body's developing. But as you continue to die, you get older and older and older, and then your stats will start to diminish, but your wisdom and intelligence will start going up, so essentially you can start kind of building yourself more towards a mage afterwards. So, I definitely like the premise behind all that.
Come, sit. Listen all. Listen well. Tonight I speak to you the tale. Tale of the Scouring. Long past, world was different. Towers of metal and stone scraped the sky. People roamed free, never hid, never feared. Thousands of us, tens of thousands, not like our tiny tribes. Then came the beasts. From inside one of the rusted places. Hunted us. Drove us into the cracks and crevices. Came the beasts on orders. Directed by the will of one. The dragon. Was him scoured our world. Scours it still from where he hides. You're our bravest, young one. Smartest. Best. Once a year, in the darkest of the rusted places, the great stone wakes, opens the way to the other world. When it does, you will go through. You will find the dragon. And you will kill it.
And so we have our quest to slay the dragon. With that, let's get underway over here. And let's get comfortable with this. I'm playing everything maxed out, by the way, so I'm playing on 4K, running smooth at 60, everything maxed out. The audio of the thunder just scared the hell out of me. I thought it was actually outside. That was good. Oh my god, I actually even ducked down, like I cowered a little bit from the thunder strike. I don't know why, I'm not really ever scared of thunder, it just sounded so freaking good. Alright, so B is how we sprint. We got our rolls, we got our light attacks, we got our heavy attacks over here. I'm pretty sure this will be parry, block, oh yeah. Oh yeah. So essentially, if you're familiar with Soulslikes, I think you'll definitely really get comfortable with this really soon. What I'm liking about this, though, and one of the things I really enjoyed about Remnant From The Ashes as well, was the kind of modern but dystopian, apocalyptic look. Like, essentially, I just like these type of games that have, like, modern technology, but just, like, really, really ruined, but to kind of have that same fantasy type of, like, you know, influence to it at the same time. Because this is essentially like a fantasy mixed with post-apocalypse here, right? And the crazy thing about it is that, like, you know, whatever happened kind of drove us back to basics. We have a shield, we have a sword, in the world that apparently used to have, like, you know, skyscrapers and heavy machinery and stuff like that, so I just love that blend. I'm not sure what to even call that blend, but I love that blend of post-apocalypse with a little bit of fantasy type of tinge to it at the same time. I apparently had to jump through a stone. Here's a stone. Alright, so it seems that we have traveled to a time before. Perhaps. We have to slay a dragon. What is up with this statue? Is that like your face, your hair? It's probably a clod, right? It's gotta be. Alright. Well, let's start to it. And I wonder if there's gonna be like NPCs or anything like that, like towns, or just straight up. No towns probably. Attack, standard attack, heavy attack. Yeah, I figured that much. Something tells me these fellas aren't here to give me a warm welcome. How you doing? Oh, you know what? I chose this character. When you first start, you get to choose whether you want to play male or female, right? There's really not too many customization options. It's just male or female, and you have a chance of sword or axe. I wanted to go axe, but I guess I forgot to go axe. Instead, I went sword. Damn. I feel like, I always choose swords in most games, so on occasion when they're getting an option for an axe class, I'm like, I want to try the axe class, but too late to start all over again just for the axe. I'm pretty sure we'll probably get more weapons down the line, so we could switch it out then. Have you heard the wailing at night? I think the Cyclops grieves more for the lost than the king himself. Woe to us when grief turns to rage. A Cyclops weeping more than the king, you say? I'm not entirely sure what that means, but we'll figure it out. Hello, gargoyle? No, you're not a gargoyle, you're like a dragon, actually. You're kind of gargoylish from this angle. From over here, from the side, it's a bit, well, it's still kind of... This crystal heart courses with the lifeblood of a dragon. Okay, well, I guess that answers that. Press Y when wounded to consume the heart and restore your health. Oh, kind of like an Estus flask. Oh, he did the thing. He did the thing where he compares it to Dark Souls again. You have a big weapon there. What are you doing? What are you threatening me with that thing? It has like a hole in the top? What does it have a hole in the top? You know what? I'm not gonna give you a chance to find out. As I R1 spent. Let's see my R2 attack. Did we combo off of that? Yes. Hello, my friend. Ow. Ow. I was trying to get through the door so we could have an honorable one-on-one duel, my good sir. Okay. Do that, then follow with the R2. Yeah, alright. Alright, that's what's up. I'm also trying to... Here's the thing. I'm also fighting the urge to like dual hand or to like not dual wield the sword. Two-handed, I suppose, would probably be the better terminology here. Because that's how I play in Dark Souls. Like I'm a big two-hander, Yeah,
I'm a big two-hander,
We have definitely left the, I guess, modern look that we were seeing before we traveled. Like now it's kind of like more fantasy setting, like it feels like we're in some sort of old fortress of the olds and stuff like that. I mean, we're melting stuff right there as well. We're using fires for probably lighting the areas and stuff like that. So it's kind of intriguing how, I apparently just ran into this fella, right? Oh, come on! This guy has a really good reaction time. Were you trying to backstab him? No, I wasn't trying to backstab him. Alright, I know it's not Dark Souls, but I wanted to, get close enough to get an attack similar to a backstab, alright? But not really a backstab. We have apparently opened up a shortcut, is what I could call it? Yes. Oh, that's where we started from. Yo, okay. Let's give him a couple of heavy attacks here.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Oh, Joe! Oh, God, you scared the hell out of me. And you apparently shot me, so you were the guy from earlier. I was right to be worried about whatever the hell you were up to, because it seems that your freaking club also doubles as a shotgun. Alright. I'll keep that in mind.
Good idea.
Oh, he's ready. Look at this dude. That's what he was hoping for. This son of a bitch is about to round the corner. When he does, I'm about to pop him. Okay. What do we got here? Shiny. Finally, some loot. This box is adorned with intricate imagery of dragons. A container of this craftsmanship must contain something of value or power. Take this as payment for my depths. I have little use for it, and with the king's latest madness, forfeiting all shards to the crown, it has become more of a liability than a boom. Let's see here. Dragon inscribed box. Interact? Ooh. This shimmering splinter of a... What are you doing here, mouse? Get out of here. The shimmering splinter of stone seems drawn to your weapon. Select the weapon in your inventory and press X to upgrade. Oh, okay, so we could +1, +2 our weapons, huh? How about that? Iron sword upgrade. Oh, of course, it requires more than one. So we have shotgun boy again. Do you want to? Yes, indulge me over here, away from the man with the shotgun. I'm also hearing like hammer pounding. And yes, if I could be so brazen as say, Andre? Avastora? Are you somewhere out here? Oh yeah, that's totally a blacksmith just by the sound of it. That better be Andre at this point. There we go. Don't even give him a chance. Don't R2 it. The strikes are way too quick. Seems to be coming from in here. Andre, it is you! Just in a different game, and apparently you got a helmet on of some kind.
I know not of your kind, stranger. Dark days these are, not the best of times to wander so far from one's homeland. What brings an outsider to these forsaken halls?
I've come to kill the dragon.
Destroy the dragon? 'Tis a fool's errand, especially in the wake of the woeful encounter between the king and the Cyclops. You may as well throw yourself upon your blade.
I don't really feel like killing myself right now, Andre. Who is the Cyclops?
Our guardian, or so he was, till the king betrayed him. Now the Cyclops just sits and broods and plots revenge. He cares not for the Krell anymore. Too long a tale to tell. Suffice to say, the Cyclops wanted to marry the king's fairest daughter. But instead, thanks to the king, the daughter died. Now the king has gone mad, hides his face from the world. Listen here, pale skin. Those blasphemous priests took my most valuable piece and used it to build a false Cyclops. Sheerest idolatry. But the vile, cursed golem they created is too powerful for me to challenge. Although, if you were to retrieve the golem's eye for me, I would use it to forge a weapon. A weapon I would give to you freely.
Into the tunnels we go. What it holds, well, nobody knows. I saw a rat scurry by just now. Oh, I see plenty of rats down here. Let's hop him. Nope. No opening for you. Should I be worried about you?
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine.
Yo, check this out. So I think we have now found the other shortcut. So this is the big gate that we saw earlier. Alright, so, you know, it all basically interlinks and weaves with each other, which is the good part here. And on occasion, apparently, I can interact with this, and sometimes I cannot. There we go. Just have to get very close to it. So now we have found two ways to kind of shorten our path so we do die. Now, one thing that I haven't noticed is that we haven't run into that stone again. I imagine that kind of is what works as your bonfires here. So, since we only found one, which is at the very start, I would essentially have to run through the entire thing. Luckily, these two shortcuts kind of simplifies things quite a bit. But another one at some point would be nice in case I do perish. I mean, I'm really good though. I eventually got good at Dark Souls, so I feel like, you know, we're doing alright here with this one thus far. Difficulty really isn't that bad, honestly. Now, what? Oh. Speak of the devil. Well, we're running out of time for this video, and there's been no boss fight, so I mean, this seems like it would be a good spot for one, right? No. It's a really good looking game, honestly. I like it. Yeah. So I don't know, I guess we're running out of time, unfortunately, and I really wanted to... Oh, okay, here we go. Ask and you shall.
Attend me.
Are you a boss fight?
Long have I lurked here, little warrior, hidden from the dragon's gaze. Yet I know your past, your present, your future. Just as I know the force of the World Stone lingering about you. You have come to defeat the dragon, an ambitious quest, given the overwhelming power he possesses, a quest you cannot achieve unaided. Do not resist the tendrils as they live and writhe beneath your skin. I have given you the first dragon stone, the stone of fire, a shard of the dragon's soul stolen and turned against him. Take the stone's power, draw its strength inside you, and use it in your struggle. And struggle you shall. 3 guardians protect the dragon. 3 fearsome warriors, all of them able to tear your flesh and grind your bones. The only way to the dragon is through them. When you have destroyed them, when their bodies and souls have been vanquished, only then can you face him. Only then can you look the dragon in the eye and tremble before his vast, awe-inspiring might. Go now. Go with my blessing and my watchful eye upon you.
Okay. Thank you, Sauron. Oh, finally a boss fight. Okay. Alright, perfect. So, we're almost out of time. Whatever happens here happens, but this definitely has to be a boss fight, right? It's probably that golem that Homeboy talked about. Alright, let's do it. I like how he looks up like, god damn. I don't blame him. Alright, come on, buddy. Oh. Alright. Hello. You don't have a tradition? Oh! What was that? Oh, come on. That's not fair. You can't kick me off of the freaking screen entirely. I don't even know where I landed in the game's world. Alright, so we're technically out of time, but we have to get this one more attempt because I never saw an HP bar. I struck him. So I don't feel like we maybe fight him yet. The one thing I noticed is that this, yeah, was glowing when I walked in. So maybe this is required before we actually hurt him or something. Who knows? Let's give it a try, though. Okay. Well, he's awakening. So basically same thing as if I had struck him. He's gonna kick me again to the next afterlife. Oh, no. You tried stopping me. Well, it was better than the kick. Oh, this is not time for you, my friend. What are you doing? I hear noises behind me. Oh, it's just this guy. What is he doing? Oh! Yo! What are you doing, dog? You can't do that. You don't fit there. Is he gonna chase me now from now on, or what? It's actually kind of cool. I wonder if I could hurt him here. Good question. Can we? Okay, come on, put... Yeah, you think I'm gonna fall for that one? I don't think that struck. No damage. No damage whatsoever. I did make contact, and I heard like a clunk, like I was hitting the armor. Alright, well, unfortunately I mentioned we're at the time. I don't think we're ready for that guy just yet. We probably have to do a couple more things, probably a little bit of a puzzle before you actually fight him. There's a homeboy over there, seems like very mage-like in nature. This has been Chronos Before the Ashes so far, fairly intriguing. I'm now curious about the VR version, to be honest with you, but in terms of this here, the non-VR version, totally digging it. All the info down below is going to pick it up for yourselves. I will catch you next time.